Shalom, this is your brother Amaf coming back with another video. Before we start off, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kadash, Thabah, to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well, prophet and teaching is true. Peace, blessing, and salutation to elect for the sky amongst the nation, may elect the other heathen nations, being a speckled bird, going back to the forefathers of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that we know today. And I was reading this news article on this app called Ground News. It's a very good app. You could get different articles, different news going on around the world, local and stuff like that. I like reading it every now and then, but it's not a bad app to use if you wanted to get into having one of those type of news apps to keep update with stuff. It says 8 cancer doctors among dead in Brazil plane crash after others changed flight. It says a plane crash occurred in Barreto, Brazil, involving a flight from Cascavel to Sao Paulo, shocking many across the country. All 62 passengers, including 8 cancer doctors, were killed in the plane crash into a gated community. The doctors were en route to oncology conference aimed at enhancing their understanding of a deadly disease affecting many Brazilians. And I'll go into there. And another thing about this app, it gives you different articles that's talking about this topic. So you might find a new article or a new page that you might be interested in, catch your eyes. The Spirit put it up on you, to go into. But I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm gonna read like this first 3 paragraphs, and then I'm gonna come on down and read from here on down, because it's really right here that's I'm finna get into the video today. But I just want to give you a little summary of it. It says, Renee Riso worked every day to help her patients battle cancer that made it all the more heart-wrenching when her life along with the 7 other doctors ended abruptly. A plane tumbled from the sky in Brazil. She boarded the ill-fated flight Friday in the city of Cascavel in Paraná State, bound for Sao Paulo's Guarulhos International Airport. It crashed in the city of Barreto, and footage of the ATR 72 twin engine turboprop plunged while in a flat spin, horrified people across Brazil. Smashed into the backyard of a home inside a gated community, transformed into a fiery wreck. All 62 people aboard were killed, among the 8 doctors, according to the statement of Paraná's medical council. Riso and at least 1 colleague were headed from an oncology conference to sharpen their knowledge about the disease that kills tens of thousands of Brazilians every year. And, when you go into the article, it'll just go into like the little background of them and what got them into doing their research into cancer and studies and stuff like that. It says, for now there are more questions about the crash than answers. Metsu, one of the Brazil's most respected meteorologist company, said Friday that there were reports of severe icing in Sao Paulo state around the time of the crash. Local media cited experts pointing to that as a potential cause, although other occasions against jumping to conclusion. It says both the plane's black boxes, one of the flight data and the other with the cockpit audio, were recovered. It says the Air Force Center for the Investigation and Prevention of Air Accidents began analyzing them at the laboratory in nation's capital, Brasilia. Airports Minister Silvio Costa Filho Said the center was also open to Crime Pro, the airline Bull Pass, and the French, Italian, ATR manufacturer are assisting the investigation. They said in a statement, all of Brazil, but in particular victims' loved ones, are eager to learn why these people were ripped from this world. It wasn't God who took my daughter. It wasn't God because he chose her to live to save lives. Riso's mother, Fatima Albuquerque, Albuquerque told Reporter Sunday. She said she blamed the crash on profit-hungry capitalists and authorities' neglect. It could be a possibility. We don't know for sure, so we won't jump to conclusion. But if more things come out, then you could go further into it. But I don't know what was the main cause of the flight crashing, but this is just the stuff that I read in all the evidence that was being provided today. It says, I only hope the prosecutors will investigate. She said, I hope justice is done because that at least my cousin and the other 61 people deserve. And I really want to go into this right here, which she had quoted. It says, it wasn't God who took my daughter. It wasn't God because he chose her to save lives. Risa's mother, Fatima Albuquerque, told the Reporter Sunday. She said she blamed the crash on profit and hungry capitalism and authorities' neglect. Now, she can't tell, if it wasn't the Most High who took her out and this and that, because the Most High does all things. He creates life and he creates life and he kills. He bring forth. He could wound and he could heal. He could do all these things. So you can't really say that he didn't do this and do that. We don't understand what was his purpose and reason of it. So we're gonna go into it today. I want to start it off with Isaiah 45 and read 5 and 7. It says, this is Isaiah 45 and 5. It says, I am Yahweh and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, and there is none beside me. I am Yahweh and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. And right. So, there is no other power that could do the things that the Most High, Yahweh power could do. Yahweh makes all the call that's going on in the world. He creates all of these things that's going on. He creates the light and he creates the darkness. He creates the evil that's run in this world. He creates the evil spirits and he creates the good spirits. He do all these things because he is a just power. He's a balanced power. He does it all. I want to get Deuteronomy 32 verses 39 and 40. And it says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out my hand. For I lift up my hands to the heaven and say, I live forever. And these are, facts. Yahweh does all this thing. He was the one who decided to, look, I think it's her turn to go. Like he just took her away. He do all these things. If you wanted to, you could kill you and bring you back to life. He could do these things. You know what I'm saying? He could hurt you, cripple you, could do any kind of things that he want. Wound you, and then heal you back. Because he is that great and powerful being. He exists. That's him. He made everything. He made the heavens and everything that was in the heavens and the earth. So you can't understand what he go through on that level. I want to get Isaiah 55, 8 and 11. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So you can't understand why, the reason he took away, your daughter, or I think it was a niece. But anyway, you can't understand why he did those things. He had a purpose. Everything that he does, he do it with a purpose. He don't do it just because he can, even though he can. But everything that he does it with a purpose. It was just maybe her time. She probably might have done something in the past that that just caught up into this time right now. She probably had judgment coming. You don't know what these things could be, but just know that no matter how you try to think about why he did these things and why he did that, is all because of his judgment, his decision, that his will. Everything is done by his will. And I want to get Isaiah 64 and 6. It says, "But we are all as unclean things, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade away as leaf, and our iniquities like the wind that taken us away." So you probably might think that your daughter was doing a good thing, but everything that we do on this earth is unclean. It's still unclean because our righteousness is filthy rags. We even though you might have the good intentions, we still is unclean, to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We still unclean to him. We can't even look in his view because of how unclean and foul he is. We could die from just the sight of him. And I want to get Job 4 and 7. I'm gonna end it off with this. It says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perisheth be innocent, or where the righteous is cut off." And the person that's grieving for her daughter, she probably might think that she's an angel. She probably might think that she's everything that she did, nothing wrong. She did that she's right, but whoever innocent being perished. If she was so good, she wouldn't have perished. But instead, she still was wicked. She still had sins that she was living in. She still was living in sins and iniquity. But if she would have repented and turned back to the Heavenly Father and came into the truth, she probably would have been spared. She probably would have been able to see another day, or even so on and so forth. But nobody on this earth is innocent. Nobody on this earth is innocent to die. Well, to be unalive, Salakia. Nobody on this earth is too innocent to be unalive, because we all are like filthy rags. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the last verse, but it is what it is. This is the will of the Most High. He had things set up in purpose and plans because of what he got going on in the future to fulfill prophecy and stuff like that. But that's all I have. Lord willing, is edifying. And with that, I want to give our praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rekah HaKadosh, divine honor to the apostles and others, the great millstone who do well, prophet and teaching is true. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect who are scattered amongst the nation, may the elect of the Hebrew nation. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.